Hello, FPL managers, and welcome to the Zonal Weakness for Gaming 24, brought to you by, of course, Corner Football Fantasy, and of course, powered by Fantasy Football Scout. Today, of course, it's joining me a new face. You can see it's Saif FPL, and of course, he's from our team. But of course, what he also goes by the popular Twitter handle called FPL Copite, if I'm correct, because he's a Liverpool
Yeah,
fan. Okay, how
FPL
are you?
Copite FPL actually.
Copite FPL. Okay, corrected. I stand corrected. Okay. How was your game week, Saif?
I think it was good. I didn't check my rank. I have not been checking my ranks for the last few game weeks because it has been going so bad. I got
Hmm.
74. I think it's decent enough.
Okay. Okay. I just don't want to talk about my own team because every player I sold apparently went around and scoring a lot of points. So last three game week has been a bit of a bizarre, and luck is going really against me. But anyway, I mean, I'm hoping that this zonal and making the few transfers next week will somehow bring back the luck again, and perhaps I'll be in a better position to do something. But anyway, let's get started with the zonal weakness
Do
24.
let us know who
And
you are selling this week.
yeah, yeah, sure. I will. That's become a joke now. I know. Over the last 3 weeks, I sold Saka, Watkins, and Gross, so you can understand, audience, that why
I
he's
think
making
everyone
that
should hold
joke.
that transfer until they know who you are selling in this game week.
Perhaps that's ideal. But anyway, yeah, I'll keep you informed. I can tell you that I'll keep you informed. Anyway, but this is the zonal weakness for Game Week 24. And before we proceed, of course, please do give us a follow, a like, and subscribe, because whatever we are doing, we're doing it on a regular basis. So please do follow us. And of course, we would appreciate any kind of support that's coming from you. So yeah, thank you so much for that. And all the data that you see, including the zonal data, are from the Fantasy Football members area. And if you are interested in getting the membership, please do click on the link in the description below, and you would get a 20% discount, and you'll have access to plenty of data, and you can do your own analysis. And of course, the double gaming blank gaming 26 is just around the corner. So yeah, it would be an important time to actually get this. And FPL is getting pretty interesting at this moment. So let's move on and let's see what the zonal is looking like. So here is the table. What stands out?
Uh, anyway, at first, I just want to say that, as Manimbai said, I am new to this. I do the regular pod, but not the zonal weakness. So, if you are a regular viewer, you might be getting something different. So, pardon me for that. So, anyway, let's
Yeah,
begin.
there's
Uh,
always there's always a good thing about bringing new elements and new ideas into it, right? So there's no harm in it.
yeah,
Go ahead, Saif.
yeah. The white highlighted portions are the one we'd like to bring your attention to here in this case. So, what stands out for me at first is Newcastle. Newcastle is ranked first when it comes to chances conceded to the center. So a supposedly good defense have been ranked first here. So they are the worst defense when it comes to conceding chances to
Chances
the
considered.
center, and they ultimately and they in the immediate last game week that they faced Luton, it was deemed as a easy clean sheet for them, and they went on and conceded four. So Trippier, despite getting an assist and getting a goal, he only got 9 points. In other game, this might have been a huge haul. Anyway, I don't think many people will be looking at Ione again as of now, because there are double game weeks to play and there are also blank game weeks to consider. So anyway, it's just an important thing to notice. And also they are ranked third worst when it comes to considering chances from the left. So they are considering chances left and right. So it's more up. It's more to do with, I think, what we will do regarding bringing their players in or not, uh, because their fixtures are getting improved. So I think it also might have to do with the bad fixtures they have had over the last few game weeks. I think that also attributed to this. So I think their stats will improve. So anyway, let's go to some of the players we can highlight through the journal. Keep in mind that this will not give you some players to target for medium term or to players to transfer in, because these are all the immediate fixture. So this will be better for you to use whether you have a benching dilemma or something like that, or if you want to bench Watkins against Manchester United this game week, for example. So lots of people have 8 attacking options available. So this will help you in this regard. So let's see. I think Arsenal attack has been a bit overlooked because of the double game weeks and because of their supposedly underperformance, but they have been gelling well now. So Saka is one of the most popular options, and through his side, he is facing the worst defense in the league in West Ham. They have considered third chances, which is the worst in the league. So Saka and Odegaard are good picks in this game week. If you have them, don't bench them. I think lots of people benched Saka in the last game week or previous game week. Lots of people sold him too. So if you have him, play him. Do play him. And West Ham looks defensively a bit rugged now. They were pretty awful against Manchester United. So I think uh, Martinelli, if you have him, or Jesus, if you have him, all their zonal data looks good. And then comes Liverpool. Burnley, they're facing Burnley, and Burnley are the fourth worst team when it comes to chances considered through both their left flank and the center. So Darwin, I think he will get back in the team. He was just rested because of some fitness concern, and Jota, I think both will have some good chances coming to them. And Trent is a bit of a dilemma and bit of an enigma now. Whether he will start or not, we don't know. We don't really know about whether the personal conditions of that, because his dad unfortunately passed away. So if he is ready to get back, we don't know. I think Trent might start this one, but it's a dilemma for you if you have him. I don't think he will start both the games in double game week. So if you don't have him, I think it's a better position to be in this. But anyway, he is also zonally really great position in this game week, because Burnley, not only they considered 25 chances through their left flank, they also considered 65 crosses through the left flank, which is the fifth worst. So if you have Trent, do play him, don't bench him. And similarly, Trippier, I just highlighted Newcastle defense that they have been pretty bad, but through Trippier's flank, their opponent, Nottingham Forest, have conceded 67. That's the third worst. So again, I would say if you have Trippier, or if you are looking to bring in Trippier, do that, because even when they are not keeping clean sheets, he's giving you attacking data. I think he's back to his best. And another team I would like to highlight here is Wolves. We all, I think, have noticed that their fixtures are turning and how well they have been performing. They scored 3 against Manchester United and then 4 against Chelsea at Chelsea, where Chelsea have been doing a bit better at home, but they were smashed by Wolves. And I think they have a lot of attacking options now. And Hwang is getting back. I think he will be ready for the next game week. So their immediate fixture is looking really good. Brentford is one of the worst defense in the league at the moment. Just see the chances considered. They have considered the most chances through the right flank, second most through the center, and then they considered the fourth highest number of crosses through the right. So a cross from the right finished off by someone coming in from the left or center is pretty likely scenario for Wolves. So if you have Cunha, or if you're looking to bring in Cunha, it's a really interesting thing to notice. And if you have Neto or 𝐒𝐚𝐤, another one, I think most people have seen that when he came on in the last game, he was playing almost like a forward. So if that goes on, he will be someone I think everyone will be looking to bring in. Also, Sarabia, even though he doesn't start that often, he will also be likely. But I think, and one player who has been overlooked here because he was missing due to the Asia Cup, it's Hwang. He will be back, and we all saw what he did in the early fixtures, and he most likely he will be also in penalties. So he might be another name you would look to bring in. So let's go to the next
Right.
to look at the other.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. And here it is. And not many stands out, to be honest.
Yeah,
Safe,
because
but
these are the solid defenses at least over the last 6 matches. So one team
true.
stands out here. It's Tottenham. We all saw that Tottenham have been doing well, but they are doing on attacking wise, but they are doing really poor when it comes to defense. So if you have a Brighton attacker, do start them. If you have Gross, if you have Pedro, even if you have Estupinian, do start them, because see, through Estupinian's flank, Tottenham have considered the fourth most chances and the third most crosses. So if you have Estupinian, do start him. And if you have any Brighton attacker, I would suggest you to start them. And Sheffield United is another fixture. I think we are looking at Luton attackers or Luton players because of their performance over the last few game weeks, and also because they have a double game week coming up. But and Sheffield United is supposedly a good fixture to target, but the stats suggest otherwise. At least the zonal suggests otherwise. They have not been conceding that many crosses or chances, so I think they have been a bit unlucky. So I think you can hold off on your Luton transfer for now if you don't have any other, if you have any other fires to put out.
Yeah.
And Manchester United, I think they are doing better. They're improving. So Aston Villa, Manchester United is, I think, a fixture tough to call. So the zonal also suggests that they have not been considered that many chances. Crosses considered is a bit high, but still the crosses are not leading to chances. That's the important point. So if you have a benching dilemma, you might go ahead and bench Watkins.
Okay, that's a big call because I sold
Yeah.
Watkins and I know what has happened. So yeah, just a gentle reminder for everyone. Let's move to the transfer section, and I think this is the transfer that you are proposing, not because he has a hat trick, but I think if you look at it, his fixtures, and of course he has a double game week, so that's one of the reasons. But how does that all, that sort of information, how does it fit in? Let's have a look. So Saif, over to you.
Yeah, we'll be talking about three players actually. So Foden is the first. I think his hat trick came out of nowhere for most people. We didn't really expect that. We expected that from Haaland, but this is what turned out. So if that is how Pep sets up Manchester City, I think Foden will be a gem because KDB will be supplying the crosses, Haaland will be holding off, and then Foden will be picking up the pieces. Anyway, let's check what his zonal stats say, where his next three opponents rank. So up 24 that you see on the upper side of the pitch is his immediate fixture. That's, I think, they are facing, who they are facing?
Everton.
Sorry, Everton. So Everton has conceded 24 crosses to their left, so to their right. So Foden operated in the left wing in the last match, so he will get some chances through that. And then comes the double game week. That's Chelsea at home and Brentford at home. So I think defensively, Chelsea just conceded 4 against Wolves, so they are ranked 10th through their 10th or so. 10th is pretty much mid-table. And then Brentford, as I said, Brentford has been one of the worst defenses in the last few game weeks, so they are ranked the worst. And then it's Bournemouth and Manchester United. I think they are a bit better. Bournemouth is the 70th, so that's they are the 4th best, and Manchester United are the 6th best. You can say that. So the defenses are not that bad, but what is important here is when it comes to Manchester City, I think zonal and the opponent doesn't really matter if they are on it. So that's the important thing. And the important thing to notice is if this attacking setup is continuing, if Haaland, Alvarez, Foden, and the KDB all starts and all continues to start together, then this is something intriguing. So I think this will change the FPL landscape, and Foden will be the number one pick in the coming game weeks if this continues.
Right. Okay. So I think by this transfer, we are trying to really suggest to people that Haaland, KDB, and Foden is the three pairs.
Yeah.
I mean, 3 people that you should be targeting.
Haaland
but anyway, let's go to the next
shield pick. Yeah, KDB and
Foden. Shield pick, and of course, KDB and Foden is what we are suggesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go to the next one. Diogo Jota.
Yeah. Next is Jota. He has also been doing well. His immediate fixture is Burnley at home. We discussed that they are the 4th worst team when it comes to chances to the center. So Jota, even if he starts on the wing, invariably he comes and actually plays through the middle. So he gets in through the middle, and his chances are through the middle. So he's in decent position in this regard because Burnley are the 4th worst side to concede chances from the middle. And then again, they also have a double game week, which is why we are mainly highlighting him. They are facing Brentford and Luton. So this is also similar to the Manchester City slide. So Brentford is the 2nd worst and Luton is the pretty much mid-table, so you can say. But since it's a double game week, I think overall it's a pretty decent fixture set to target. Keep in mind the next fixture is a blank game week for them. It's the immediate next game week is blank for Jota, so I think most people will be looking to sell. But if you hold, the next 2 fixtures are Nottingham Forest and Manchester City. So Nottingham Forest is the 6th worst when it comes to chances to the center, And Manchester City, as you expect, it's pretty much they are the most solid teams. They are the third best. So anyway, when it comes to Manchester City versus Liverpool, form and
You
zonal and
can't
stats
predict.
go out of the window. So it might be a
Yeah,
0-0, it might be a 4-4. So whenever they play, just play all their players you have. That's my suggestion.
I agree with that. I agree with that. And let's go to the last transfer, and of course it's Cunha.
Yeah, as I said, as I highlighted, the Wolves players, their fixture are turning and they're playing really well. And Kunha is just coming off a hat trick, just like Foden. So let's see what their zonal stats say. Immediate fixture is really good. Brentford are one of the worst side. They have conceded 31 chances through the left, through the right, and this is where Kunha operated in the last match. So it's similar situation to Foden. His role changed a bit in the last game. Neto played through the center and Kunha played through the left. So it's also intriguing to keep in mind or keep tabs on what will happen or what's happening to the Wolves defense and how Huang fits in this. And then the next three fixtures are really good. Look, Tottenham. Is it Tottenham? Yeah, I think it's
Fourth.
Tottenham.
Yeah,
Tottenham
yeah.
are the fourth worst. Sheffield United are eighth worst, and then Newcastle are the seventh worst. So if you look at the fixture ticker, Tottenham and Newcastle don't come out as easy fixture. But when you look at the zonal, you can see that they are not that difficult fixture for them, or at least for the attackers. So you can target them for if you have any Wolves attackers. So I think Kunha if will save you some fund and also get you some returns because they are playing really well as an attack and they're also playing some pretty bad defenses. So I think not only for these next 3 game weeks, if you just look at the overall at least 7 to 8 game weeks, you will see that their fixtures are really great. So I think everyone will have a Wolves attackers after the double game week is gone. So you can jump ahead, and if you don't have any double game week players to target, you can just bring Kunha in and get the returns immediately.
Right. Final slide, the team of the week, and anything that stands out in this one.
Yeah, so this is just a summary of what we have been discussing for all along. So this is the team of the week when it comes to zonal. So we have discussed the Wolves players, 3 Wolves players here: Manchester City, Foden, and Haaland. Haaland will always be there regardless of opponent. And then we have the 3 Liverpool players because they're playing Burnley. And then, as I mentioned, Saka, they're playing the worst side defensive wise when it comes to his flank. And then Trippier. So I think it's pretty much nothing stands out or nothing is really surprising here. So
I think
if
Neto
you have
does.
all these
I
players,
think I think
yeah,
Neto is catching the eye. I think, to be honest. So I think
yeah,
Neto
Wolves as a
really.
whole is catching the eye because they're playing really well.
Yeah.
So we have also already
Yeah.
discussed Wolves, so I don't think any more discussion is needed here. Yeah,
No. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I think just wanted to remind that Neto is back
yeah,
from injury and he's playing well. That's all I wanted to actually remind. But
I
anyway,
have
I
Neto.
think oh, you do. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I have
that's
I
great.
have had him for the last 5 6 games, I think.
Okay, so you've been getting his points slowly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I
Drip
have been
feeding.
getting, and
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
I
Okay.
got his double-digit haul in the previous game week against Manchester United. Yeah,
Well, there you go. So Neto did stand out. Okay. But thank you so much, Saif, for joining. And of course, audience, thank you so much. If you like the new way of doing it, and of course, unfortunately, we cannot continue with FPL Radar because of the time differences. It's nothing to do with anything else, but it's more the time differences. And of course, we'll have to respect everybody's obligation. So Saif has joined in with us. And of course, Bethany will continue every week. So, but thank you so much, Saif. Thank you so much, audience. If you do like the video, please do subscribe and don't forget to press the like button. But until then, we'll be back for Gaming 25, Double Gaming 25 with lots of information. So do stay tuned. But until then, take care. Bye bye.
thank you everyone. Bye.